Hey gents, it's Amersil here. Cal Tanks, who is playing Lightning in this game, sent this file to me. And I understand that this is a noteworthy game. Cal Tanks, that's Calgary, if memory serves, not California. He's been an ICOP for a good long while. Great guy. First time he sent me a game file, so I'm kind of excited to get a chance to take a look at it. And I have not watched this replay. This is it's going to be a first for me as well. Okay, let's take a look at the lineup on the other side. We got a Yugamo, Kleber, Ognovoy, Gearing. So Lightning's not exactly, I mean, it's not the slowest ship, but at 36 max speed, Kleber will just chase it down and kill it if he sees it, if the Kleber captain is smart. Ognovoy is also pretty quick. Yugamo, not so much. Gearing, not so much. Gearing torps are nasty. Yugamo torps are nasty. Ognovoy, what are those? Range 10? Yeah, I'd have to look. As far as detection ranges go, 5.5, pretty awesome.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Cal should see them. Well, in the case of the Yugamo, around the same time. What's Yugamo fully spec'd? 5.4. There's 100 meters of difference there. Range 8 torps. Will the North Carolina just keep pushing ahead? Brian Pruitt. Well, Brian, something tells me, actually what tells me is the fact that Cal sent me this file. This is not going to end well for you.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Alright, we'll just use the map edge for a turbo-assisted turn.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Staying well ahead of the North Carolina. Nice looking spacing on those torpedoes. That's right, Brian. Go ahead and turn. You have nothing to worry about. Everything's fine.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Blappity blap.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
Down he goes. Well, that's one. Here we are, 4 minutes, 3 seconds into the game, and Cal Tanks is taken out of North Carolina. Somebody else on the team's been busy and got rid of a Gearing. Take a look at the cap situation. Charlie and Delta are still up for grabs. It looks like the Reds have pushed a little bit more than the friendlies, but that they then fell back. See, Yugamo was down around the middle of the map. Oh, Ognovoy's still there. Gearing will probably beat him up. Oh! Oh! Well, that just shows you what I know. Alright, so the Reds are down 2 ships. And our heroes
Concentrate
are
fire
down
on
1
the
ship.
target.
That Ognomoy's pretty beat up. Buffalo can catch him, he'll probably finish him off. Seattle is almost dead. Will he do it? Yeah, there's a Yoshino there at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. He's got good long range HE. It's risky to open up with guns here, but could pay off. Seattle's moving off, so the radar threat is diminished. Alright, looks like at this point that Cal is moving center. Maybe going to help with that Ognoboy. And we get back to the range 8 torps on the Lightning. I love playing the Lightning. It's very, very fun. It's a really capable destroyer. But if you've played destroyers with longer range torps, which when you're playing at tier 8, longer range torps are nice because most of the radar cruisers are going to have, roughly 10 to 11. What is it now on the Russian? 11.5, something like that. Radar range. So Ognoboy's reversing, and Cal's trying to peg it. Worcester finished him off. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the chat there. Our Massachusetts is losing his mind over the Yoshino covering that corner. I don't know why the Yoshino's there, unless Yugumo. Well, Yugumo's dead, Gearing's dead, Ognoboy's dead. Unless Kleber is over there and he's worried about Kleber. I don't know why he's sitting down there, but I don't know if that's report worthy. Anyhow, okay, so Cal is still moving center. Looks like he's going to help with that cap. And it looks like the good guys are going to end up with Charlie and Delta. Got the Soyuz, Bismarck, Massachusetts all pushing through Charlie. 2 Buffaloes here with our hero Cal. Buffalo moved out of the cap, so this could be a solo cap. That's nice. And Soyuz goes down. I'm not sure why the guys over there at Delta are pushing through the cap, but they are. So, okay, now we see the Kleber. So they got a Vladivostok, Des Moines, Kronstadt, Kleber, Venezia. Everybody on that side basically firing at them as they're trying to push. Seems a little suicidal, but again, what do I know? I don't know if Yoshino's got angles behind the island there to be able to, land HE shells on Vladivostok, but that might be it. And it's looking like a solo cap for Cal. Enemy machine, Yoshino almost in torp range. Looks like he's going to turn away. And there's a Des Moines there. Got to be real careful about the radar range. And we got a solo cap for our hero.
Smoke generator activated.
Smoke is up. Concealment is good. Blappity blap time. So, getting back to Lightning.
Screen set.
Other than range 8 torps, it's almost the perfect destroyer. I picked up the Cossack in an event some time ago. Very similar. Same kind of great detection. Cossack has more guns. What Cossack gives up is a torpedo launcher. It only has one, but all the Brits can single fire their torps, and Cossack torps reload really fast. So it's a negligible difference. Cossack does have range 10 torps. So if you like the Lightning and you ever see Cossack on sale, it's a pretty sure bet you'd really enjoy having the Cossack in your port. Ooh, looks like we're gonna see Cal take down Vladivostok. Nice.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Okay, our Massachusetts is almost certainly going to die here in the next minute. But even with that, and even though our Moskva and Buffalo, well, really both Buffaloes and Yoshino have all taken significant damage, I still give the edge to the good guys. They're up 3 caps to 1. They could play a defensive game from this point forward and still manage a win. Cal's got a couple of ships sunk under his belt. 50,000 damage. We're 11 minutes in. 3 fires. Landed 2 torpedoes with 2 floods. 3 spots. And he's pushing toward the enemy. Got a Musashi out here. He's got a Des Moines and a Seattle off on his starboard side. If either of them gets detected, they will probably hit radar. Cal wisely turns away to try and keep his distance, which I'm sure at that moment he was gritting his teeth, because that Musashi's looking like torpedo food. We might see Cal change his angle and look back. Yep. 10.6 kilometers. He's outside of the radar detection. Can he get close enough to get torps on Musashi? Seems pretty evident. That's, if not the primary concern, at least the secondary concern, with taking this cap the primary concern. Now, taking the cap is risky in that we still have a Des Moines unaccounted for up there. And he could be just on the other side of that little rock up there. But no risk, no reward. Mogador takes down Venezia. And as long as Des Moines doesn't come racing out from behind that island right there, this should be another solo cap for our hero. A lot of experience points for solo capping. I tell people all the time, if you can, get those juicy, juicy cap points. And there are very few ships better to do it with than the Lightning. Alright, wisely smoking up. Gonna put out some HE, see if we can't get that Musashi burning. Musashi is gonna stay out of torpedo range, smart. But with some well-placed HE shells, there's not a whole lot that he can do about the fires. If he puts out the first one, almost certainly there will be more to come. Cap secure. And he's still burning. $57.5, $58.1. If Musashi keeps his current heading, take some fire, but I have a feeling we're going to see our hero pick up another kill here. He wisely took a quick look over there where Kronstadt is at. That's pretty long range radar. Okay, now it's 5 ships apiece, but the good guys are up basically 700 to 450. That's a pretty strong lead. And it looks like the fire's out on the Musashi. Well, I really had my fingers crossed there. Might have to chase him down. Alright, we got some preemptive torps out. If Cal opens up on Musashi here... Okay, he did. Kronstadt will probably swing his guns around and maybe swing his nose around and run right into those torpedoes. That was a really nice drop. It was good thinking. Earnestly working the midsection there. Keep hitting that superstructure for the fire. There we go.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Alright, Musashi repaired. So if he gets another fire, and Kronstadt did eat 2 torps, he did flood. Remains to be seen if he's going to repair. Looks like he did. No, he's still flooding. He must have put out a fire. Oh boy. Getting toward the edge of the range there. Where's that fire? Where's that fire? Gotta get another fire.
You're the last one standing.
Ho ho ho! Alright, so other than Cal, who was still at basically full health, the good guys potatoed pretty hard. Now, I think this was a great decision. You got a fire burning on Musashi, but you don't have to finish him with your guns right now. Just let the fire burn. Maybe that'll take care of it. Name of the game here is just try and ensure that the enemy team doesn't sink you. If they do, your team loses. You know, it could be a little bit of a race for the caps. I'd say it's a pretty safe bet that at least one of the red guys is headed for A, another for Charlie. Yeah, there they just went into Charlie. If Kronstadt turned into Charlie, then this looks almost certainly a win for Cal and his team. I think that might have been a little bit of a tactical error on the part of the Kronstadt. I think probably he'd have been better served heading for A, and if he had any radars left, trying to finish off Cal while his teammates came up and took Charlie. But you know, the easy to armchair quarterback. I'm sure he did what he thought was best, and he can see where his friendlies are positioned, and I don't have any idea. You know, I'm just looking at the last known position markers. Okay, so basically 114,000 damage, a couple of kills. Musashi got away. He can't have much in the way of hit points, although he probably has a heal or two left. We've got 2 minutes and now 20 seconds. Some preemptive torps. Good idea. Maybe catch somebody coming through there, maybe the Kronstadt. And I think it was a very, very good decision, and there he is, to hang on to one set of torps. There's the radar. Now, fortunately, Cal has very wisely stayed largely unseen for the majority of this game, which has allowed him to hang on to 18,700 hit points. And as deadly as those 2 cruisers are, well, I guess 3 if we count Seattle that's trying to pinch him on the other side. For them to do that kind of damage in the next minute and a half with Cal running away, it's going to be pretty tough. That's an uphill slog. Trying to judge where Seattle might head. And I think it's probably a safe bet that Seattle's going to head straight in. He's trying to minimize his profile and stay within radar range. A little bit of advice from a buffalo there in the chat box. Smart. You got a little bit of a gap between his radar and you on Seattle. Swing back around. Make sure you don't get chain radared by all 3 of them. And it looks like Seattle's going to avoid that torp. We're down to 45 seconds. One more volley. It's going to be close. And it looks like we've got a solo warrior on the way for Caltax here. That is maybe the most rare of awards. "20 seconds, he's going to go ahead and open up. Pad the damage stats just a hair. Maybe get Seattle to run in front of those torpedoes. Oh, taking fire from a couple of different directions now. Oh, 5 seconds. Torps aren't going to make it, I don't think. Great game, Caltanks. Thanks a lot for sending it, and thank you guys for watching. He did get him. Awesome. All right, guys. See you next time.